Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing an inspired mushroom nail set. And we're going to be going ahead with our stiletto nail tips, painting the first nail fully green, and then we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. How is everyone doing? Are we excited that it's springtime? Because I just love springtime. Yeah, no lie, this mushroom set has been a long time coming. I've always wanted to do one since I started doing nails, but I was just so scared that it would just that I just wasn't elevated enough at the time. But don't let fear deteriorate you from your ideas. Try them out, is what I'm saying. Try them out. But I am so happy that I did go ahead and give it a try. And I actually like the way that it turned out. So I am just ombreing this jelly blue on top of the green. I know you can use like an ombre brush, but I already knew that I was going to be covering it up, so I just tried to make it more flushed as possible. But you can use an ombre brush, you can use a sponge to get any type of ombre effect when you're doing like an ombre nail with gel polish. Going in with my gummy X, I'm going to be making the little stems for the mushrooms, and then I'm going to be using my X-Acto knife to cut it. What I did here was, it was pretty simple. Like, you just roll it out and then you just put like a little angle inside, and then I'm just curing it. But make sure that you also use the brush to smooth it out as much as possible. Like, if you want to get it flatter or anything like that, the brush is perfect for that. So with the top of this mushroom, I wanted it to be more like a 3D effect, so you can kind of like see up under it, like it was coming off of the nail. So I'm just using the silicone tool, and I'm just gently opening it up, the inside of the clay, not taking it too much off of the nail, but taking it up enough so you can like see it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how it has like the dark little shadow right there now? So I just pulled it up off of the nail. It was pretty easy. Definitely just work it as much as possible. And I'm just using my brush to paint on the stem with the little dotting tool, painting little white dots. When that one started coming to life, I was like, oh my God, this is really coming to life. Like, I was astounded. I'm just so proud of myself for this set. Like, I really outdid myself. Is it wearable? I would probably say 7 out of 10, only because the mushrooms are sticking up. So unless you have a way to like make sure they are permanent on there, 7 out of 10. And then I'm just making some little swirls on the next nail. This one was like, I wanted it to be clear because I was putting a caterpillar on here, so I didn't want it to be too overpowering. And you'll see more what I mean when I put the caterpillar on there. Alright, and I'm doing my little droplets. So this is the trick to making sure that your droplets are actually round. You go ahead and turn the nail over and flash cure immediately, so that way the ball can stay round as much as possible and it doesn't get too flat, especially if you want it to look like it's coming off of the nail. So that's a little trick. Moving on to the caterpillar. This is my first time doing the caterpillar. I feel like when I sculpt for the first time, I'm very intrigued because when I get to see the elevation of it, I'll be like, girl, you're that girl. With the brush, I'm using a little bit of alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and I'm just mashing it down just to smooth it out. This is to remove any bumps or dents or anything. And then you can also semi-sculpt with it. Not too much sculpting because the brush is on the softer side. So if you are trying to smooth it out, definitely get like a really soft brush because it just helps the design stay in shape without having so many bumps in it. And I just got these little brushes right here from Amazon, y'all. Like, it was like a 5-pack. Alright, now I'm supposed to be doing this cat eye effect. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So what I did here was And y'all let me know in the comments what I did wrong. I did not cure it, so I just applied the gel, put the magnet on there, and then I cured it after. But I don't feel like I got the design or effect that I'm supposed to be getting for the cat eye. That was my first time doing the cat eye, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. Y'all leave me some tips below and let me know what I should be doing. Do I supposed to cure it first and then do the cat eye, or do it like that and then just keep moving the magnet? Like, which one is it? Because I was looking at videos and I still couldn't get it right. And let me know. I'll be happy to read the comments. All right, we are going in with a 3-tone. No, I think this one is going to be 2. Yeah, it is. Because at first I was thinking about putting the darker green at the top, but I just decided to just color the whole top of the green. So we're just going to add that to the nail, and then we're going to blend it down. And again, I know this is not the ombre brush. This is just the brush I had that was available. Oh, I am putting the color on top. Okay. I thought I did put a color on top. Is it? Okay, y'all. I promise y'all I did the nail set. I thought I covered it up. I am going to cover it up. So, okay, whatever. I'm actually going to cover it up. Yeah, I am doing this in real time. You know? This one is going to be the wood nail, and I really like this one. I feel like I want to get more into like the trees, 3D design effects on some nails to make them like look real realistic. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting for me. And we're gonna go ahead and use everything you already know. We're using Beetles gel, Beetles gel, baby. So I am just applying a thin layer of that, and then with this puffy powder stuff, I don't really know. It's like fluffy type of stuff, cottony in some type of way. It's going to give me that, like grassy effect. That's what I'm going for. But it's going to be two-toned because this one is actually going to have the mushrooms standing up on the nails. I just wanted to give it like a more realistic effect. And then I'm going back and forth in between the nails. So this one here is also going to be, this one is the wood nail, and I am just adding like strokes. I'm just going like really, really fast with them. Not really trying to have them too perfect, but still having some like structured lines just to give it the effect of a tree. And I would definitely say I did pretty good with this. I definitely need to keep trying for sure, but I actually like the way that this tree turned out for my first time. I'd be shocking myself sometimes. And then after I go ahead and put all the strokes with that, I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. Y'all, my lamp, it had dropped it and it had broke, so now I'm using this other lamp, my backup lamp, which I don't really like. I have to keep pressing the button. Like if I move my hand, the light goes off. Like I have to get my other lamp back. I miss it so much. Like I'm grateful for the backup lamp. Make sure y'all have a backup lamp because you just never know. Sometimes on digital lamps they just be going out. But I had dropped mine, and yeah, it was done for. That this time it was done for. I dropped it too many times. I dropped it too many times. I dropped it too many times. It was done for. Okay, back to the nails. let's play around with a little bit of this flocking powder here. So I'm just adding some dark blue, some yellow, and then some light blue, just a little bit of each one. And then I just mix it together. Did I know this was going to work? No. Was I hoping that it was going to work? Yes. And I'm so happy that I tried it out because it was working. And I ain't want to go find no extra flocking powder, babe. I want to use what I already got. So I applied base coat and I cured it for 30 seconds. And I am applying the flocking powder with I'm just like pressing it in a little bit more with my fingers. I feel like it gets picked up really good with the tweezers. But to get like that realistic effect, you really need to like push it in the nail. And that's what it looks like, honey. 10 out of 10. Moving on. So now we are cutting the stems for the mini mushrooms. Take me on a trip. A very rocket ship, coming through the sky, we tripping on shrooms, trippy, trippy, you know we tripping, 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 yeah, that's how we feeling, and I'm gonna tripping on shrooms, feeling like the only one up in the room, yeah. But listen, we are not tripping on these type of mushrooms, okay? These are the ones you find in the forest. So we are moving on. Yeah, y'all look at that little baby mushroom. It was so cute. And I did apply the Beetles matte top coat. At first, I was going to glossy them, but I was just like, most mushrooms that you do see in the forest, they are normally flat. I mean, not flat. They're normally dry. Only time they're really wet is like when it rains or whatever. So I definitely wanted to keep it on the more realistic look. So we are also doing another mushroom. I'm just attaching it to the little stems I made earlier. Yeah, to be honest, it was a battle to get the top of the mushrooms to stick. I don't know what you would do to get it to permanently stick, but this is what I did to get it to stick, and it was sticking. So when I cured it, it just cured it all together, and then we're just going ahead and adding the white dots on there. But y'all, this design was so tedious. I like the way it turned out though, but baby, if you try this out, if you got some inspiration, this is great. And also, like these designs are great for people that want to learn how to do more exotic nail art as well. Like, don't get me wrong, we have regular nail art and things like that on YouTube, but we have to also remember we need the 3D sculptor girlies to post more. We need to see more of these things to help new and inspiring creators, nail artists, tap into it, because sometimes you need a little visual. Sometimes you just can't look at a picture. Sometimes you need to see a video or two to get it together. So yeah, let's sculpt a little bit more. And y'all, this is what the set was looking like, honey. So I went ahead and added a little baby mushroom on the tree nail. Yeah, I was so disappointed in the cat eye effect not working on the tree nail. Like, that was the whole point. Like, it was supposed to look like it's glowing a little bit. Like, y'all couldn't even see that. Highly disappointed in that cat's eye, I must say. But I don't know what I'm doing, so hey. Alright, so with this mushroom here, y'all, I kind of like pricked it a little bit out. Kind of sort of giving it like little mini spikes, just a little bit, and just adding dots. Let me know what you guys think about this exotic nail set in the comments below. So what I did here really quick was I just applied top coat and then I cured it, and I'm going to draw on top. This was supposed to be similar to like butterfly wings with the little white dots. I think I did pretty okay with it. I definitely want to do a butterfly set fully, but I have a brain that makes me be like, okay, we can do a gardens, we can do a fairy, we can do this, we can do that. Like, my brain be having 1,001 things that we want to go on when it comes to making a nail set, honey. So I'll be having to tone it down and get it together. So anyway, I just put y'all all in my business, but I digress. So anyway, listen, let me know what y'all think about this nail set in the comments, okay? Like the video below. Let me know. And I feel like the butterfly pinky nail turned out really good. I have my aquatic nail set coming up. So we did one for the land, and we're going to do one for the sea, baby. Okay? So I will see y'all in the next video. And remember, your time is always the greatest currency on earth, and you chose to spend it with me for these 16 minutes. So thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Okay, bye.